This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone. It is Tuesday, July 9th. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad. Hope you had a great day. I am going to earn my subscriber fees today. For paying members, I have 50 plus charts. This might be the longest one that I do, but I noticed that there was a lot to cover today, and I wanted to do a good job for everyone. But let's jump right into the session. I do have a lot of content for the free members as well. Let's take a quick look at breadth. We had 718 new highs versus 264 new lows today. Looking at advanced decliners, you had 41% advancing versus 55% declining. 50% of stocks were below their 50-day moving average, and 38% of stocks were below their 200-day moving average. Now, looking at the indices, the Dow was down 52 points, not a big deal. Basically where we closed previously. The NASDAQ, similar story, down 25 points, closed, it was up 25 points, closed near the previous close. The S&P was up a gigantic 4 points near the previous close. The only headline news today was Jerome Powell in front of the Senate committee. I watched maybe 10 minutes of it before I vomited in my mouth. I think, just watching it, I think like the only thoughts that came across my mind was Dracula, right? Everyone in DC is Dracula or working for Dracula, sucking off all our blood. It was quite a scene to just see, all of the Senate that ask all these questions in the beginning to tee him up. They are reporting into the Fed. The Fed is above them, and they're like acting all big and macho, like, my constituents are complaining about price increases, inflation, yada, yada, yada. And meanwhile, Jerome Powell is just stroking himself under the table. He himself has masters he needs to answer to. This was all a Broadway play. I just could not watch it anymore. Tomorrow he's in front of the House committee at 10 a.m. But there's just no volume to be had. To give you some context, I was, updating on Substack notes throughout the day. But at 3:30 New York time, only 18 million shares of SPY had traded. That's 70% below average daily volume. And the average daily volume on SPY, if you didn't know, is about 54 million shares traded per day. It used to be above 75 million shares traded per day, and it just keeps dropping. The markets are essentially closed, and we're just allowing all of the CTAs and bots trade for Wall Street, and they're trading against us. So good luck. As I've always said, our advantage is the lack of size, right? While Wall Street's advantage is their size. So they need to be fully invested. We do not. We can have a big pile in cash or somewhere else outside of the system, and trade when we deem the circumstances or conditions are ripe for our trading strategy. Now, let's keep peeling this onion because it really was a light day. What stuck out? Financials led higher. I'm pulling teeth here on a macro level to show you guys things, but I'm going to go over 50 plus charts with paying members, but for free, let's go over what was strong versus what was weak. These are all percentages. What was strong? New York Community Bank up 5.18. Tesla up 3.7, Roku 3.4, Etsy 2.9, Carvana 2.7, IBIT 2.4, that's Bitcoin, Nvidia 2.48, Fidelity FBTC, which is Bitcoin ETF, up 2.4, Zillow Group up 2.3, PJT Partners up 1.8. That's all I really had on my watch list. What was weak? This list is longer, and a lot of them are going to be crypto mining companies. IREN down 12.37%, HUT down 8.3%, Bitfarms down 6.9%, Sweetgreen 6.3%, Kura Sushi 5.6%, Yext 4.8%, Kava 4.7%, Freshpet 4.5%, Datadog 4.3%, ACMR 4.2%, MongoDB 3.6%, CMG Chipotle Mexican Grill down 3.4%, Reddit 3.05%, Beezer Homes 2.9%, Natural Gas Futures down 2.7%, Riot 2.7%, Instacart 2.7%, Extreme Networks 2.7%, Marathon Digital 2.4%, DraftKings 2.2%, Zscaler 2.1%, and UCO, which is oil, down 2.04%. For the free members, I love you all, but please consider upgrading. I have the 40% off discount going on until tomorrow. There have been about a dozen who have signed up, so thank you so much. I rarely do this discount. I've only offered this once before. This is in anniversary of launching my podcast, and my mission here is to educate long term. A lot of my subscribers are learning to fish on their own, looking for things, setups to trade on their own, to exit trades before it gets worse, and saving their skin. So I would love to see you on the paid side. If you have a great financial advisor, that's awesome. But just to educate yourself so you can educate yourself to grade their homework is kind of my goal. So you can be more independent. And a lot of my subscribers come to me and ask me to look at charts to just as a double check or another set of eyes. So I can offer this type of service and long-term relationship at, pretty much an underpriced value point, in my opinion, for 39 cents per day. So take a look at that promotion. The link is in the show notes, but if you're not available to go on the website, it's literally just nyugrad.substack.com/July and then the number 4 for July 4, and you'll get that discount. For paying members, please stay on so we can go over 50 charts across precious metals, across crypto miners, and some of the Dow 30 names. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.